All right, we told you guys we'd be right back. In today's video, we are doing something that might look a little crazy. We are purposely burning our apples. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So I was rotivating earlier today. There's an airplane. Goodbye. Okay, so I was rotivating earlier today, the organics, and I'm not done rotivating the organics. I just have this parcel left and then I'm done. And then we have to rotivate all of the conventionals because we haven't rotivated the conventionals in a while because they're the conventionals, but on one parcel specifically, it's like super bumpy and like, because we haven't rotivated there in probably like 5 years, and so it's really bumpy and like rough on the tractors going through there. So that still needs to be done as well. Okay, so Dad said he's going to burn the apples tonight. So we will see you, and we're gonna show you that with the drone. It's gonna look good. You like the fire? It looks best at night. You can actually see what's happening. We will see you in about 4-ish hours. See you then. All right, so we are here and Dad is going to now burn the wildfire galas. So I told you guys that last week he burned them once and he was going to burn them again. And tonight he's going to do that. So he burned the buckeye galas the other day during the day, but in the wildfires he's burning them at night. So we're gonna show you guys what it looks like because it's a completely different vibe when it's at night, so.
was absolutely a lovely evening. Oh, we had to wait for it to get dark because, you know, it doesn't get dark until... It doesn't get dark until what time? 8:30? 9? He just finished, so it's 10:30. Are we done? Is there anything else we need to say? Anyway, that's it for tonight. We will see you all tomorrow. Oh, I never said we got 50 posts done earlier today, so we will get the rest of that row done tomorrow, correct?
Potentially.
We only have like 40 posts left, and then we have to... It's going to be like 90 degrees tomorrow with like thunderstorms.
It's going to be the thunderstorms went away.
Oh, really? I was kind of looking forward to the thunderstorm.
You can't be duck footing if it's going to rain like 0.2 inches tomorrow, which is like a literal flood for us, by the way. Quarter of an inch.
You don't have a mic on, so hopefully they can hear you.
A quarter of an inch of rain for us, it's like a flood here. You can't duck foot if it's going to rain tomorrow.
Goody, so we can finish the rowie. We're finishing the row tomorrow with both of the wires. And that's not even a question about it. All right, see you guys tomorrow. All right, so Bro and I just got done pounding the rest of the last row of trellis, and it was about a little less than 40 posts. So now we just have the top wire and the bottom wire to spread, and we are doing that right now. Dad needs to move this pipe out of the way so that we can get in here and mow this. So yeah. I showed you guys how thick this was, of how much wire we have.
This is how much wire is left, and we did spread the top on that row, but this is the thickness of it. And then we'll show you when we're done spreading the wire.
And now we're finished spreading all the wire, and this is how much wire is left.
Well, I thought you were going to say what we're doing.
I thought you were.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we just have to finish clipping up this last row, and then we are done with this trellis, and we will see you when we are done clipping in about a half hour.
We've got the top wire and the bottom wire to do.
I can't track you that far.
Finished clipping the wire to the top and the bottom, so all of the trellis is done. Toodles! Bye! Alright, I just got to the wildfires. You saw him burn them last night. And so now I'm gonna go show you what it looks like when it's been burned the second time through. It's 5 o'clock right now, and he burned it last night like at 10, so. But you see how it's like all dirt now? And this is the same row that I was in, because I was in the first row. So, yeah. Works pretty well.
We're gonna get like a rainstorm tonight, this evening, and if it's like a lot of rain, we'll definitely show you all. But it's 91 today, and then tomorrow it's gonna be like in the 70s. So it drops 20 degrees. Whoa, it's windy. literally flooded over. I got it! Wow. Sunset is just wow. We don't hardly ever get thunderstorms like this. You can see in this.
Alright, you guys, guess what came in today or yesterday? Alright, so this week we put up a drone case and a hard case.
For this guy.
That little dude. We put up a drone case and then a drone landing pad.
I usually just land it on my hand, but that's until you've done it multiple times, it's kind of sketchy. So when they're starting to fly it, they need something, a good surface to land on.
And so we were gonna buy a drone case and a drone landing pad, and then we're like, we could stick it up on our wish list on our link. And so we did, and literally 20 minutes later, Calzam had already purchased it because he was already in there making a gift suggestion. So yeah, it was very quickly ordered, so we very greatly appreciate it. This is what it looks like. Wow, we have to show it outside. This is the matte death case. Open the case. I'll show you it outside. But thank you.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Hold on.
Show the orange handle.
That wasn't purposeful either. We found which one we wanted, and then I was like, I feel like I've seen this case before.
Look.
And I was
That's
like,
kinda cool.
oh duh, the Osmo.
You can't just lift it up, you gotta push these little things down. Kind of like a briefcase.
Alright, now let's put all stuff in there. I snuggle it a fit.
Perfect.
That's what it looks like, just for reference. Yep, and then there's red or blue. And then it has like little reflective things for like nighttime flying. Right. Alright, so thank you Calzami for the drum mat and the case. We didn't have to buy it. We greatly appreciate it. It's going to come in very handy.
Okay, so I just finished mowing the cosmics and onto the wildfires.
So this is the flail mower. You can see my shadow. But this bearing is shot in this mower right here. So I'm gonna drop this roller down, and Dad's, after I get that bearing out, he's gonna have a guy match up the bearing and get a not an OEM one for like half the price, because why not? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna drop this whole roller, take the bearings off, and it's pretty heavy, so that's why I have it sitting, barely sitting on the ground. Holy cow. Put some penetrating oil. I got it. I got all the bolts loose. All right, we're done. Or close to being done, actually. Booyah! Let me move the tractor. Just like that. I'm gonna take those bolts off. Dad's gonna go get new bearings. And signing off.
Okay, so I just finished mowing the wildfires and the grannies. And I was mowing the grannies, organic granny Smith apples, and I'm pretty sure it's a weed, but it's a pretty weed. It has these flowers. They're wilted a lot since when I first picked them. And there was like a dead wasp on it, and so I got like a leaf, and I wanted to show you. That's why I picked them. They smell good, I think. But once I plucked them off, I looked down and there was like white stuff. I snapped it to pick it. Yeah, look. There's like white blood when I picked it off. And it was like seeping on, was all on my hands. I was like, what the heck? I've never picked like a flower and it bleed white blood. So then I started to think, wait a minute, white blood, dead wasp. What if these are like a poisonous flower? But still alive to show you. Can you see it? It was literally like bleeding white. It was everywhere. But yeah, I finished the wildfires and the grannies. And these are the grannies. And these obviously don't turn red. Don't like Granny Smith apples. They're too like sour. Okay, so that is what everything, I just ran up that whole thing. That is what everything, all the apples are looking like. I didn't show you the buckeyes, but pretty much looks like the rest. So we will see you later. What the heck? I was in drive and it said S. What's S? I put it in drive now, but I don't know what S means. Slow? So I was rotivating some of the organics and I looked down and I saw something sparkling, so then I stopped and I literally found a rock that looks like gold. I'm gonna go wash it off. But it's not focusing. There. Let's go wash it off to see what it looks like. Alrighty, what do we think? Gold or not? On a couple weeks ago, I saw a rock on one of the driveways and I thought it was cool, so I picked it up and I kept it in the car. And that's what this looks like. Like, we've got some pretty cool rocks. Like, looks like it's from the Grand Canyon or something. And I was just sitting on the driveway. I got that one and then gold. It's like, that was really cool. Just kept it in the car. Oh. It looked more like gold when it was dirty.
I think that would be better if we just sat.
You can just stand here, talk.
All right, so we did the community post last week. Was it last week? Yes, it was last week. It's Tuesday. Duh. All right, so we did the community post last week of the Lone Star tick and all of that. And so Cooper or us, has never seen a Lone Star tick or like gotten bit by one or anything. And so Cooper was getting a lot of ticks, not a Lone Star tick, but with just ticks.
A deer tick, right?
I don't know.
Something like that. A standard
I thought
tick.
a tick was a tick, but apparently not.
Yeah.
And he was in the early spring. We were spraying him with our tick spray, and it was just a really bad tick season there for a little bit. And so the very first time Cooper got a tick, Dad got it out with tweezers, and that was just like, ugh. And so Mom bought these little tick removal little tool, and that made it 10 times easier in getting the ticks out. So we have never even gotten bit by a tick or whatever. Cooper's the only one. And so, yeah, there are, if you have dogs and it's getting ticks, these tools make it a lot easier to get the tick out. It literally just takes a few seconds, and we've gotten the head on every tick. Cooper hasn't gotten a tick in like a month now.
Couple weeks.
It's been a while. Cooper's kind of stopped getting ticks. So yeah, we're all good on the ticks, and just so you know, there's those little tools out there, and that makes it a lot easier. But speaking of Cooper.
So the other day I was up kind of on a high hill spot and doing some work on something. Cultivator, I was changing out the cultivator blades, the sweeps. And Cooper was up with me, and he's just kind of walking around like he usually does. And he's down in there's kind of a draw, so it's kind of a hill, and it goes back up. There's kind of a low spot, pretty big low spot, so I can't see down into the low spot from where I was at. And I hear a bunch of growling and snarling, like viciously. So I was like, ah, crap. I was like, my first thought was another dog or coyote. So we do have a lot of coyotes out here, quite a few, because there's a lot of rabbits and stuff for them to feed on. So anyway, so I call Cooper up. Surprisingly, he comes out of the fight with the coyote. He was only at it for like 5 seconds because I heard the snarling, and it was loud snarling. Because it was close to me, but it was down in the draw, so I didn't see it, but I just heard it. It was loud and ugly. So I call him up. He comes walking up, panting, out of breath. And then as I'm calling him up, I'm going into the truck, getting out my gun. And the coyote walks across the road into the apples. I was like, ah, dang. I just keep Cooper backing away. And it walks up into the neighbor's apples, and I'm just still standing there. And it walks out onto the road, and then I take him out.
The coyote.
Yeah. I take the coyote out, and so yeah, that was,
not
Cooper didn't have, but.
I said not on a date.
So then I took the coyote out.
I took the coyote out.
So then I took the coyote out, and Cooper didn't have a scratch or nothing on him. He was just fine. It was a big old female. But I think they have a den down there. Then, yeah, a couple days later, I got another one. So yeah, pretty much everybody around in this area tries to keep down on the coyote population because there's way too many of them.
But Cooper's all good. No.
Yeah, he was just fine.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the other day.
So yeah, that threat is neutralized, or at least one.
So Cooper has been tick-free and has been fighting off coyotes lately. In case you wanted to know. Come show them if you're going to do that. These are our wildfire galas. Let me say,
Any of you people, I don't know, returners or whatever.
huh?
Any of you people that are OGs or whatever, what do you call that? Or remember what this is called?
Originals,
OGs.
yeah.
OGs. That this is a cucumber.
Cucumber. Yeah.
It's not good. It's just super sour.
We's in June now. Takey. Eat it.
I did. It's kind of disgusting. It's hard and sour.
It's just sour? We'll
Yeah.
cut off all the dirt and I'll eat it.
Well, I'm going to be cutting off the red part.
Lovely in the shade. It was like 80 degrees today. So don't think just because I'm wearing long sleeve and pants, it's cold, it's hot. I just don't want to be like, give me your knife. I just don't want to look like a burnt piece of bacon, so.
What?
I must be hungry. I shouldn't taste that bad. It tastes like an apple, just little.
That is disgusting.
I just wish it wasn't so like musty tasting.
It'll be so nice when these are ready to pick. We can just come down here and get an apple.
I know. We take it for granted each harvest.
Because it's always that time.
Yeah.
If it was this time, it'd be perfect.
Alrighty. See you later.
Well, like next month, they'll be edible. Like, actually edible.
I
like
just ate it. See you later. All right, we told you guys we'd be right back. This was going to be one video, but
We split it in half,
because it was going to be too long.
and so we're just gonna post the other part of the video a few days later, which you guys are watching right now.
So in the last video, which was just a few days ago, we told you guys to comment what your
Occupation is.
yeah.
And
we thought some of you guys would. We did not expect almost all of you to comment what your job occupation was. So that was fun.
and interesting of what you all do.
Yeah, we have literally such a variety of careers.
Blue collar and white collar workers.
Know that we did read all of your guys' comments, but if we weren't able to get to your comment, it's just because we needed to get this video edited, and this is going to be a few days after the other one, so we read your comment and we greatly appreciate it. Do not take it personally if...
Dude, we're literally gonna get eaten alive out here, okay? Do your shit down.
We're almost done. From the YouTube studio, we can get like a comment summary, and it summarizes all the comments. And what it was saying is that we reread your individual comments, so don't think we got the comment summaries. We don't have to read your comments. We read your comments. The audience is highly engaged and diverse, primarily consisting of experienced professionals and retirees from technical, agriculture, and logistics sectors who feel a deep personal connection to your family's hardworking yet humorous lifestyle. And then it went on, an overwhelming majority of commenters share detailed career histories in response to your prompt. Good job. Revealing an audience dominated by retired or active truck drivers. There was a lot of that. Engineers, a lot of that too. Mechanics, and multi-generational farmers. We were pleasantly surprised to see that a lot of you guys took the time to actually like help us feel like we know you guys a little bit more of what you do. So, yeah. All right, we haven't done this in a while. We used to do it all the time. So with the views 50 and above, the 2 countries that came out on the top for the highest average view duration was New Zealand and the Netherlands. And then in the US for 50 and above for the States, it was Arkansas that had the highest average view duration. California had the highest views in the US. And then for the countries with just the highest views was US and Canada. So we used to do that all the time, and like literally all the time. I think it started like summer of 2025.
And did we have a pop-off?
And so yes, just some of the, that was for the last video. Some of the stats on the last video. What?
Pop-off, are we watering? Or is that a wind machine?
I don't think that's our parcel.
It is.
Oh wait, doesn't he have the hillside on?
Yup.
We've got to go. Father is lucky that we came over here. Well, I guess we could take him along to see if it was actually a pop-off. And then that could end this video. Because this is getting posted tomorrow night.
Let us know.
Vlog it when it's done. Let us go lucky.
Do we drive along the top just in case?
Looks good to me. All right, there is no pop-off, so we're all good.
Thank you for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it.
And we will see you all in the next one.
You got a penny? Let's make a wish.
Grab a penny that's in there and throw it back in.
Then it just discards that person's penny that they made their wish.
But speaking of Cooper, let me say that again. I messed up.
What are we doing?
Sound like disgusting.
Hello everybody and welcome back to CJfarmGrit.
Dude, your
It's better than
eyebrows are
flickering.
getting blonde. I would suggest you start wearing a hat because you're getting too blonde. It's gonna not look like you have any eyebrows. My eyebrows were starting to get blonde too, and I didn't like it.
Duck. Dang, I was gonna say 6 to 7 hours, but then I'm taking it to like 11 o'clock.
Why are they flying a Dutch flag?
Dutch flag?
Red, white, and blue.
There's words on it.
Are you really gonna kneel like that the whole time?
I'm not gonna sit on my.
Wait, we can time it just right. Right when he goes up. Just wait.
I'm trying to see if this is a good spot to put the camera. Good thing I found that. This is fine.
Well, I can sit like you too.
Then you throw in a life. What's it called? A lifesaver?
What?
A donut, life donut. I think it's a lifesaver. That's a candy.
Get back.
Better lighting. Look. Let me see.
No, it makes our hair look brown. That makes it a plunder. It goes for you too. I feel like that's gonna be the one.